Nothing.
Hey guys, Michael the Comic Nerd here again for the second time this weekend. Grant's with me today, and we just got out of the Croods.
Did you say the second time this weekend I'm with you here?
No, I said second time here with this weekend, and then I added Grant's with me here today. But then they're supposed to be two separate sentences, but the grammatical implication is not important.
You're right, semantics aren't important. The movie is.
Okay, so we just got out of the Croods, the latest anime movie from Dreamworks, and I have a feeling I liked this more than you did.
Well, I'm not saying I didn't like it, but yeah, you probably did.
Okay, so what did you think about it?
I thought, like, for the most part, it was a little on the average side, but it was definitely elevated by, like, those godly visual effects. I mean, my frickin' god.
The animation is gorgeous.
Like, I'm not kidding. I just literally just kept going.
Just no, like a lot of the visuals, a lot of the creature designs, all like that was really well done. It's just like fucking fantastic.
It's just oh
yeah.
Wait a minute, I can't hear what they're saying. There's this godly angelic choir singing in the background.
No, it's like I mean, the story is I'm kind of with him. It's like I thought I really enjoyed this movie for what it was. I mean, I wasn't expecting like mind blowing. I wasn't expecting Pixar quality. I never do with DreamWorks. So really, this exceeded my expectations, and that it was. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to.
Fair enough.
Because like DreamWorks, I mean, DreamWorks has kind of a hit and miss quality with their animated shorts. Like for every like How to Train Your Dragon, you have like Ice Age 2, 3, 4. So.
Oh, Blue Sky, you've disappointed us.
But
their only other movie I think was Rio.
God, I know. That leads us back to Epic, but we'll get back to that in a little while.
Will we? Do they really care?
Well, we're gonna talk about it anyway, so
fair enough.
Anyway, so it's like so for those who don't know, for those who you have somehow never seen a trailer for this yet, Croods is basically about a bunch of cavemen back in the Stone Ages, I guess, with a girl named played by Emma Stone. Again, the third time I've seen her this year, oddly enough. Hot, but anyway. Well, not the character.
Her, yeah.
Her, like, not her character, but although Microsoft talked about that too. But and what was her character's name? It was like Eep, that was it. Yeah, like, and then her dad, played by Nicolas Cage, who was fucking awesome in this.
Yeah, thankfully he was, legitimately trying.
Yeah, well, it's like I'm a big Nicolas Cage fan, if only because I love how just absurdly over the top he gets. But he was just acting somewhere. He's actually giving a shit this time, which I thought was pretty good. And then you have a few other characters. All the characters are likable. I'm like, yeah. And then what happens is they basically live in this isolated cave, and the dad is insisting they all stay in the cave. Otherwise, they go for like 2 seconds, they're gonna die by some natural causes or something.
It just kind of dawned on me. This whole thing, felt like old school Family Guy.
A little bit. That's kind of how I got the feeling. Like when you have the kind of dumb son, you have the out of control little baby, who's like a raving animal in this, and it is a lot like Family Guy. Yeah, you get the overly doting mother. You get the father who like is kind of on the stupid side but means well. Yeah. And then you kind of get the daughter who's like embarrassed by the family a lot of times, trying to hit on them. Weirdly enough, when I first saw this, all I could think of was like, this is a Disney movie if it was in the Stone Ages, pretty much, because like it has the girl who's stuck with this family and there's like this kind of sheltered lifestyle, but she doesn't want to be sheltered. She wants to be free. Yeah. As we put it, it's basically Flintstones meets Vacation. I think. Yeah, Vacation is what I said. Yeah. Yeah. So like we basically, so hence kind of the middle ground. Yeah, we kind of riffed this movie for the entire thing we were watching. We were just making fun of it, pretty much. Not really. I just kept. Because like at first like the colors are very kind of dull to start with, then all of a sudden like it goes in this like foresty area or jungle area, and the colors just bounce off. Well, even then it's like, yeah, I'm just saying, I'm going to be talking most about the special effects, because that's the only thing I can really comment on. It's just, I don't know. It's like, even then, it's just like, the smoke! It was like, screw you, Avatar! We're a mate! We can outdo you! This actually world did actually look better than Avatar, in my opinion, but... Yeah. I think there's more to talk about here, because there are some good themes to this. It's like, it has a good moral. I mean, yeah, we've seen it a million times. Like, basically, like, the importance of family and all that stuff. We've seen it done in millions of other movies. Yeah. But it's not to say we shouldn't talk about when it's done well. And I do think it was done well here. Yeah, one of the things I also did appreciate, though, is, like, the whole... they had to have multiple themes. The whole idea of, like, the family sticking together. Like, right from the get-go, they showed that they're all dependent on each other. Yeah. It's like, right, it's like, no one's lesser than the other. Like, they all function strongest when they're, Yeah, it's like when they're together, when they're on their own. Even then, they show it like.
Yeah, but well, even that I'm saying is like I'm saying they're all capable, but like strongest together. Well, except for the son, because
he's a retard. I probably shouldn't say where I'm gonna get sued.
Not sued, just a lot of angry comments.
Oh please, you should read the Anchorman video comments. They hate me over there.
Yeah.
Fair enough. My point is I'm used to hate. Anyway, but the rest of the story is basically
Oh, and also to address another thing. I know there's a lot of people going to get mad for us saying this looks better than Avatar in certain areas. Just saying, overall, Avatar is better, but there are moments where just...
I'm sorry, this movie's better than Avatar.
I meant effects-wise. I mean, yeah, Avatar, that's just one of those things where to each his own. You don't like it, I understand. You do, I understand.
There's a guy climbing over like a fence by us. That's yeah. Lock the door just in case.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so what happens is Eve eventually she wants to be free, so she keeps climbing out of the cave at night, and eventually she meets a guy named Guy, who has a pet psychic named Sloth, my hat.
Found it.
Named Belt. That is a sloth, which is kind of weird. But anyway. So yeah, then he's kind of like the smart guy, pretty much, who says that basically the world's gonna end, and if you want to survive, you gotta get to this big old mountain area, and it's basically a road trip movie after that.
Yeah, that's like where the vacation thing kicks in, basically.
Yeah. So
and like I mean, okay, other thing I will give him credit for is like this really did feel just like an actual family.
Yeah, it did, and like the voice acting is really good here. They did a very talented cast, like as. Ryan Reynolds, Nicolas Cage, Emma Stone, and a bunch of people whose names I don't know.
Catherine Kinnear. Clark Duke.
Which one's Clark Duke?
He was the son.
Oh, okay.
He basically, you may know him as, he's like the guy, he's always the awesome nerdy guy. Like, what was it, in Sex Drive, Hot Tub Time Machine?
See, I haven't seen any of those movies, because I watch good movies. I'm gonna get some hate for that, because I know some people liked Hot Tub Time Machine, but,
First time I liked it, then I watched it again, I was like, damn.
But yeah, so that's like overall, the only problem I really had with this movie is like I was enjoying like all the vibrant colors. I was enjoying the theme. I really enjoyed the voice acting. I thought that was really good. There's this running joke in here that we kept laughing at. Basically about there's a mother character, like his mother-in-law, Nicolas Cage's mother-in-law, and basically the running joke, and this is fucking hilarious. Probably one of the funniest jokes in the movie.
It's like I don't know why. It's like it should have been overused, but we just kept laughing at it.
It's basically like Nicolas Cage hates her, and there's a constant running joke that he wants her so bad to die, and he's willing to do anything to do it. And they're so obviously set up jokes, but it's how it's delivered and the facial expressions the character has that sell it. That really what it comes down to. It's like, the material here is rather mediocre, but the way the voice actors sell it and the way the animation sells it really makes it work, in my opinion.
Just like Avatar.
To each their own.
I'm just saying, for some people, like myself included, it's like, I enjoy it, but I know it's nothing spectacular.
Fair enough.
In all fairness, it's mostly the special effects and... Wait, why did I mention acting for Avatar?
I don't know why you did either.
It's like, wait.
Just gotta stop there. It's like, did you see the evil corporate man? Okay. Anyway, back it's actually kind of relevant to the conversation because, for all intents and purposes, like, see, the reason, oddly enough, like, a lot of people like the Avatar, like the visuals and stuff like that, and visuals and the action stuff like that. This one, but not so much the story. Here, you really. It's oddly enough kind of the same thing. Like, you really enjoy the visuals, you really enjoy the acting, but the story's just meh, really. Like, again, this is probably Nicolas Cage's best role since Kick-Ass, in my opinion.
Oh, we'll miss you, Adam Shatner.
Oh, hey. But, it's like, this is easily, this is one where you really like these characters. You want to see them progress through the movie, and you're rooting for them.
That was one of my other issues, though. They didn't really develop too much. I mean,
not too much.
Save for Cage's character, and even then, that was kind of like...
It was kind of
like... It's like, meh. Okay, I sympathize with you now.
Yeah, a little bit. I do agree with you on that point. Basically, yeah, it does kind of follow the formulaic, like, the daughter falls in love with the guy character, and even that, you knew that was happening. That's not surprising. And then Nicolas Cage gets jealous because, like, the protective father thing going on for him.
That being said, though, I'm glad they didn't really get too hung up on, the romance that Juven actually did, act as, like, a secondary motivation for the father, but not just for... yeah, she's like another guy, man. But also just the whole idea of losing her, which is, I guess, the main issue
I thought that was well done. Like, again, the voice actors really sell it. They sell the relationship, and I thought that was really well done from that perspective. It was really well done.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain the guys are smoking pot next to us, but, this is why we don't hang out in San Jose very often. Anyway. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah,
this relationship. Very awkward review. Locking doors, me finding my hat, being next to guys who are smoking pot.
That's why these are fun. At an extra level of danger. Sounds like it's much more interesting than Morgan Hill, it's worth noting. Anyway, where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, the one thing that really annoyed me was the ending, which was such a huge missed opportunity, in my opinion. What happens is, towards the very end, is they work their issues out. Like, Nicolas Cage finally gets, sympathizes with the guy character after Haynes, and they have their own bonding adventure over a weird, large-headed cat. And probably talking more about that one later. And then, what happens is they get to the mountain. They realize, like, okay, they're almost like to paradise or tomorrow, as they keep calling it. Like several times. It got really annoying, actually. But and then what happens is, if it did
on the topic of that, though, on top of that being repetitive and the dead mother-in-law thing being repetitive. There are quite a few repetitive jokes.
I will say, like, they kept doing the sloth going the dun dun dun. They was like, that wasn't even funny the first time. They repeated it 3 other times. Yeah, the sloth character is completely useless. It was comedic relief when really didn't need it at all. But anyway, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I was talking about the very end. And then what happens is, this would have been, if it did this, it would have been the ballsiest anime movie I have ever seen. But it pussies out, and what happens is, when they finally get to the mountain, a huge explosion happens because the world is just ending, and it basically creates a huge chasm between their area and, like, freedom, basically.
Yeah.
So Nicolas Cage is, like, the bold thing. He starts to realize, like, it's my job to protect you, so I'm going to basically sacrifice myself to protect you. And he basically just chucks his whole family across the chasm. And then it teases you, but it makes him look like Nicolas Cage basically been left alone to die. And it's like, and if it did that, if it followed through on that, this would have been the fucking ballsiest movie I've ever seen. Like, what? It's animated-wise.
Yeah, you would have actually outdone Up, where they killed someone in 5 minutes and made you cry like a little girl.
Yeah. Or even, like, Lion King or stuff like that. It's like, because it builds up this character, it really makes you care for this character, and they just, like... Come to think of it, no anime movie I've seen has actually done that, where they've...
Lion King.
Well, I'm talking about, like, at the end. Yeah, like, no other movie, I was like, that would have been amazing. The pot smokers are running away. Okay, we're safe. But... It's like, if it done that, it would have been, this elevated from just okay to a freaking great film, in my opinion. Like, if it just took that chance. But it didn't. It turns out he survives, and because it's really kind of, MacGyver's his way back to civilization.
In his defense, though, it also did lead to the one joke we just could not stop laughing
at. Oh my god! Okay, after he's left alone to die, and again, even if they left him, like, in a cave alone with, like, his drawings, that would have been a good ending, too.
Oh, hell yeah. It's just like the idea of just, like, even though they're apart, he still had his family with them in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, it's like, that would also have been a great ending, but no, they kept going, and what happens is, he gets locked in the cave after basically the whole world's collapsed on him, and he draws these cave ins, like, basically...
Spoiler alert!
I think we've gone way
well,
that's fine.
Specifics about the joke, where if we...
Fair enough. Okay.
Because let's face it, this is what we're going to do. We're going to tell a botched version of the joke, which makes it sound stupid, and then when people see the movie, they're going to think it's stupid there. It's like, wow, I know it's going to happen, and they botched it in such a way that I want to hurt them for ruining this golden moment for me.
He's right, actually. But we're gonna do it anyway, so fuck it.
You bastard!
Okay, so this is so much fun. Alright. This is why I started doing this. Okay. So what happens is, it gets stuck in the cave with a big, like, multicolored tiger thing with a giant head. And it looks like they're gonna start basically gonna kill each other, and then eventually, like, more stuff happens, the fire goes out, and then they're both working together to light up the fire again.
Once again, on the topic of I don't know how to properly face that. I just make weird curly-esque sounds.
Instant sympathy is what you're talking about, basically.
Well, yeah, it's just like,
like, we like each other now. Yay! Right.
And all you had to do was blow up some fire.
Well, when your death's on the line, I'm pretty sure you make some compromises, but still.
Unity and conflict.
And anyway, so what happens is they start working together, and like the tiger hurls up against Nicolas Cage, and they start having their little bonding moment. And then what happens is,
hold on, hold this for emphasis. Unlock, you bastard!
Hey, you locked the door.
All right.
Okay.
So, continue.
Okay. So what happens is Nicolas Cage walks up and he goes, I need an idea. And it's like, what would a guy do? It's like, what would I do? And he's holding a torch and he goes, here, hold this. And this giant fucking paw comes out of... Nope, let's do that again. All right. It's like,
they got the joke.
Here, hold this.
No. Emphasis, giant claw.
We told you we'd botch it. All right.
You botched it. I gave you the hat, and you threw it. You had it all, and you blew it.
I'm sorry. This didn't come in his fucking instruction manual.
Yes, I'm wearing a hat. Deal with it, Broham.
Hey, Mr. Grumpy Gills. Okay. We're having way too much fun.
All right, back to the review.
So when that happened, I don't know what it was about it. We just could not stop laughing. Like 10 minutes after it happened, I was in tears. We were just laughing so hard. That joke should not have been that funny to us. We don't know what the hell it was.
It's basically just people. This emphasized the old age, try and true method. If you don't know how to make it funny, just make it kind of what the fuck.
Except in some cases, Anchorman. But...
Well, that escalated rather quickly.
No! No! Bad, Grant!
You know what's sad? I thought of a line similar to that in the movie. And I kind of died inside.
Shame on you. Okay. But it's like, stuff like there were some pretty genuinely funny moments in this. I mean, not all the jokes work. Like, it kind of goes too much into Looney Tunes territory at some points.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's some parts where they're trying to hunt, so they make, like, a female version of the thing they're trying to hunt and make it dance, which is, like...
Repetitive joke, once again.
Yeah, they used that joke twice. It was, like, one was pushing, and they used it fucking twice.
Wow, this theme of repetitive jokes is really repetitive.
I see what you did there.
Sorry, people.
It's like, but overall, like, there was one part we both got a little creeped out at, was, like, early on in the movie when the...
My God! The most bloody... beautiful feet you'll ever see in CG. It's just like...
Are we talking about the same thing?
Oh, I assume you're talking about the, like, amazingly rendered feet that suddenly just get tiny again after no apparent reason.
No, I was talking about the upskirt shot.
I tried to ignore that.
Yeah, we both got a little uncomfortable with this, because they were like, okay, are we supposed to be watching this? Because, like, it happens as she climbs up the big cliff thing.
Well, she was wearing something underneath it, but still, it's just
still, like... then they got
like...
The guy's like, But it was like, we were both looking like, I feel dirty.
Yeah, it's like,
I don't know what they were thinking there. It's like, oh, we saw this in 3D, actually. We had some interesting issues with the 3D conversion.
Oh, yeah, we're like,
throughout the trailers and for like first 5 minutes of the movie, everything was just green.
And magenta.
And magenta. And
hey, just saying. It's proper color. You can say those colors when you've actually taken a class that explains that.
I think you just lost some man points there. But anyway.
No, seriously, it was just physics of animation. It's one of the whole things to talk about there.
Sure. Tony, you haven't, like, gone to Home Depot and looked at all the different colors.
Is it ironic that, like, it's... When you try to... screw it.
Okay.
Back to the review, but yeah, it's just...
It's like, yeah, we saw this in 3, so we had, it's just like, everything was like green and red, green and magenta for like the first 5-10 minutes. We're like, what the fuck's going on? Because we're like, we can't watch the damn thing because it's blurry as hell. And we tried to watch because we were going to have a fucking stroke. So, like, we had to wait, like,
it's like
a solid,
show.
Like, until I think it didn't clear itself until after the opening credits. It was like when it finally cleared up. When they finally, like, they finally fixed the damn problem, whatever the hell it was. Some kind of projector issue, I'm sure. Yeah. But on that note, do you have anything else to say about the movie, or can we move on to the trailers?
Well, like I said, it's like the story, I'll just recap. Story wasn't really anything special. The humor was kind of hit and miss, although thankfully it still has some good jokes in there. Good themes about, kind of family sticking together, the idea of evolve or die, used pretty well throughout the entire thing, like... Yeah, that was the other thing I think I didn't mention. Things like, the whole evolve or die themes.
Yeah, I thought that was
throughout
well too.
The entire film is like not only for these guys, but for everything else around them as well. And like I did like the idea of like how like they're kind of commenting the whole, the reason. I think they were Neanderthals, and like, yeah, Ryan Reynolds' character was Cro-Magnon, which is basically what we are.
Pimpin'.
Yeah. Basic commenting on how, like, it was almost like a commentary on, like, why these groups died out and why, you know, the Cro-Magnon, you know, survived so easily.
Yeah, because they adapt, pretty much. And, like, yeah, that thing was done well. It's like, but they didn't really beat you over the head with it. It's kind of natural progression.
Yeah, exactly. Just like in the whole time, the whole thing was like, it's not that, it's like, once again, they had their best interests in mind, the whole not adapt thing, you know, they were trying to be be safe, but because of that like them, and that kind of resulted in their dying out.
Yeah, it's like, I'm pretty much with you on that one. Like, I really like the characters. I really like the like environment, stuff like that. I really like the animation. The animation is really smooth and really frantic, and the 3D was actually pretty good for when they used it. When they actually used it, there was a lot of times just kind of hung around, which kind of is like. But
personally, I thought the 3D was okay.
Well, like the chasing.
The most part, it was great. Like, it gave the scene great depth. You know, it kind of emphasized the whole vastness of the landscapes and just like how far it went on. Although that being said, it got distracting. You know, like all those times they had like the flowers, the daffodils, the embers like flying out of the screen. Like it made you.
I will admit that got distracting, but it's like when the chase scene kicked in, like the first chase scene looked great in 3D. It's like overall, like when they used it, I thought it worked pretty well. Sometimes they used a little too much, but overall, I thought it was effective. Yeah. Oh, there was one part that made me laugh during the movie. Not because I made the movie did, but I just had this wonderful image in my head. Is when Nicolas Cage at random parts is going blah, 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 like doing Arnold Schwarzenegger sounds, and I just wanted him. I just imagined him in the recording studio making those sounds, and it is the most glorious mental image I can think of. Think about it. Just having Nicolas Cage having a fucking meltdown in a recording studio and just going blah, 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 whatever the hell he does when he's acting.
Something like that.
Well, a bit more than I would, but yeah, about the same.
Kermit the Frog, everyone. Kermit the Frog.
No, that's more William. Okay, yeah. But
yeah,
just he has some good one-liners in this too. Like it's Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage. This is one of his better performances in a long time. But even then, that doesn't mean there weren't some Nicolas Cageisms in here. Like there's one part where like when he traps Guy in a log for a while and carries around like that to basically keep him a prisoner.
Okay, that reminds me. 2 plot holes, or not necessarily a plot hole, but like stupid instance. One, when Guy first meets Eep. Instead of, why didn't he just say, stop, I'm human first? Because basically, okay, sorry. Let's...
Little context, yeah.
Yeah.
What happens is, in the middle of the night, she sees him lighting up the torch. She's in with his torch. And she's like, what the hell is that light? So she goes out there and explores, and he basically is in this giant woolly mammoth costume, pretty much. So
when she sees him in this costume, she's freaking out. And when, you know, he's telling her to stop, he doesn't say, stop, I'm human.
He just puts his hands up.
Yeah. Removes mask. Still freaks her out because she's not sure what's going on.
And then he says, oh, wait, and then he talks like, you can talk? Yeah, I'm a human. It's like, well, why did you
say that before?
Yeah.
Secondly, at some point, he's basically held captive in this log thing. And at some random instance, they decide to give him the uncanny ability to slip out. And, like, why didn't this happen before at the many angles and spinning dervishes that were going on?
That is an excellent point. I actually didn't think about that one. Okay, there you go. There's picking an anime movie apart.
Film major! We're the jerks of movies!
What do you think I'm doing here? Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about him in the log. What was I saying about him in the log? You made me lose track of where I was going, man.
After I invalidated that, does that really matter?
Oh yeah, you single-handedly invalidated the whole movie What We Do Without You, Grant.
No, that's another person's job whose name I don't want to say because, well, he usually has legitimate reasons for picking things apart and destroying them.
Who?
You know.
Is he in this group?
He's the man that I dubbed Ebert.
Well, he gets paid to do it, so fuck it, tear it apart.
Yes, sir.
We don't, unfortunately.
The man in our group I dubbed Ebert.
Oh, Chris?
Yeah. Oh, great! Nice job of subtlety, jackass!
Oh, he knows it. He hasn't gotten this far.
Yeah, but okay, in all seriousness, though, like, he is a much better critic than I am. He can pick out a lot more than I can.
I will give him that, yeah. He also hates a lot more than the rest of us, but
as I said,
good
better critic.
Excellent argument. We need to get him in here more, actually.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll hound Chris eventually, but Fuck, what was I talking about? I was talking about characters, talking about animation.
Guy in the log.
What about the guy in the log? I completely lost train I was going with this. Thanks, jerk.
Oh, well, no, it doesn't matter. What's our next order of business then? Talk about the Wait. Were there any new trailers that you haven't already talked about?
There's one.
Which one?
And you know which one it is. The movie that we both know is coming, but we pretend isn't.
Ah!
Smurfs 2.
Ah! Oh my god, that is a Voldemort of movies.
I'm gonna see that piece of shit, and I'm dragging some buttfucker with me. I don't know if it's gonna be you, because you ditched us a movie 43.
I will go if you pay.
Well, yeah, that's mandatory. Briberies are negotiable for Smurfs too. So, oh, Jesus Christ. and is anyone surprised? It looks fucking awful. And you know what? There was fucking green and red because the 3D wasn't fucking working. Not that they really used it much anyway, but still. Neil Patrick Harris, you really need to start picking better movies. I know you're not a bad actor. Well, not horrible anyway. I mean, I liked you in Dr. Horrible.
How ironic.
Excellent point. Yeah. Just work with Josh Whedon more. You'll become much more likable in my favor. I mean, not this shit. Jesus Christ.
I'll say now, that's some dangerous thinking. You better get back to your work. Okay.
Is that an American Dad quote?
Family Guy.
I was close. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same deal.
And then we...
Croods! Same deal.
Either way, then we got Epic again, second time this for the past couple weeks. Which, like, the animation looks gorgeous, but the movie itself it looks like Ferngully 3 without the rapping bat.
Yeah, we got slugs now.
Yeah, played by a man named Pitbull. I don't know what in your career. I'm not even kidding. Look it up on IMDb.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, or there's like Pit Dog. That's not ridiculous. Either way, I just know it's like all I could think of when I hear something like that is like, how do you pick that name and think, yeah, it's gonna make me take really serious in my future career?
I don't know, but back to the topic at hand.
And then we had
that was the topic at hand. Back to the point or original.
Like Amanda Siegfried's in it. Christoph Waltz is in there. Is it Christoph or Christopher? Christoph. Okay, I said it wrong.
Christoph Waltz.
I said it wrong last time. I apologize. But it's like I'll still end up seeing it. Probably looks okay. Could be decent to the lamb.
Yeah, it could be Croods quality.
I think Croods is pretty good for what it was.
No,
it hit the right notes for me. I enjoyed it. I liked the characters and it made me invested. So that's for me. I
was entertained. I wasn't disappointed. That's really all I could have asked for.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same here. It's like, is it one of the best anime movies I've ever seen? Hell no. But it's definitely better than, like, say, Brave, I would say. Okay, they're on par.
Brave was slightly better, and I feel dirty saying it. My stomach. No, that was just the meal from earlier, but still. Oh.
And then we had Despicable Me 2, which I still, for the love of God, have no idea what the fuck the movie's about.
All I know is that Javier Bardem's in it, and that's just fine.
Enough of the Family Guy quotes, okay?
I didn't make a Family Guy quote. I just sounded like Seth MacFarlane.
Okay. And then, it's like, I honestly got it. Like, there's no real trailer for it. It's just a bunch of skits of the yellow people. That's about all it is. Which sounds racist, but it's not.
To my stepmom who may be watching this. No, he literally means yellow people, not that kind.
You know, when this year is over, I might go through effort of making the cinema styles like route and go with the most offensive moments of 2012 through 2013. This will probably make the list. Anyway.
Also, you saying a certain word.
To which are you referring on that one?
The one you said earlier? About the sun being kind of stupid?
Oh, yeah. It's a word, people. We can say it. It's not... We shouldn't be ashamed. Anyway. But yeah, that was the only choice we got, right? It was like Smurfs 2, Despicable Me, and Epic. That was about it, wasn't it? Or was there one more? Oh, wait, we had Monsters University again.
Oh, yeah. Where it's like literally just,
that college video.
Which,
which is disturbingly accurate. But, you know, it could be decent. I don't know, it's Pixar, so at least hopefully it'll be better than Cars 2.
Or planes.
That's not Pixar, so I don't blame him for that.
Wait, it's not?
No. That's Disney in-house animation.
Well, that explains that.
Yeah, so that's why that one's going to suck. So I think, final thoughts?
No, I think I summed it up before. It's like, yeah, it wasn't anything special, but I mean, it was still entertaining enough where, like...
Yeah.
You know, they actually try... It's, like, clear they still try to put in an effort, even if it wasn't...
That's not their best.
Well... Implemented?
Yeah, that's a good word for it. It's like, overall, I think I enjoyed this a little bit more than you did. Not by much, though. It's like... A lot of the jokes I thought it was funnier than I was expecting. I enjoyed it more than I was expecting to. I like the characters, the voice acting is great, the animation is really good, the visuals are great. I mean, it's a good kids movie. So if you have kids, they'll enjoy it, and you'll enjoy it too. So you can't really ask much more than that from a kids movie.
Yeah.
I mean, these are two adults who said this is decent, so that's pretty good.
In all fairness, though, I also said Rio was decent, so...
Well, that's your poison, not mine. So, yeah.
So maybe I'm a little... So kind of ironic, you're the one being a little more forgiving about this movie here.
Go figure. So I don't know. I just really enjoyed the characters. I was really rooting for them. So that's enough for me to sell me on a movie. And the story itself is mediocre. Yeah. So that's our word. Take it as you will. Do you have some last thing you want to say?
Even though I said Rio was decent, I mean that in the bare minimal way.
Okay, good to know. On that note, see you all guys next week. We got G.I. Joe and Temptation.
Still remembering Chris's comment. It's not racist when we were right that it was a Tyler Perry movie based on initial imagery.
Oh my god. Someone's gonna find one of these videos one day, and we're gonna get into so much hot shit. Okay, see you guys later.
Take it easy.